Well, the man accused in his daughter's death after one of his other children found a loaded gun in the home and shot his baby sister is now found guilty.
Digital reporter Josh Hoggard has been in the courtroom all week. He joins us now from Knox County, the courthouse there, with the very latest. Josh.
Well, it took a Knox County jury of 4 men and 8 women less than 15 minutes to return its verdicts, finding Brian Johnson guilty of both criminally negligent homicide and endangering a child connected to his 1-year-old daughter's tragic death last March.
This was the fastest verdict I've ever had.
During closing arguments, 50th District Attorney Hunter Brooks argued the greatest threat to the Second Amendment was irresponsible gun owners like Johnson. He said the jury's verdicts would set the standard for the community.
Living in a small town, everybody knows everything in a small town. Everybody was watching this trial, whether you lived in Seymour, whether you lived in Paducah. It is one of those things that greatly affects everyone.
During his closing arguments in the punishment phase of the trial, Brooks said, quote, "I don't feel sorry for Brian Johnson." And when that same jury was tasked with setting Johnson's sentence, it took them less than 10 minutes to return its punishment, sentencing Johnson to the maximum of 2 years in state jail on both counts and assessing him the maximum fine for $10,000 for each of the 2 charges.
I think when everybody sees that this was maxed out, as small rural West Texans, we actually still have a great criminal justice system, and we set the standard high, and we have great ethical and moral values in our communities.
Now, with Johnson's trial wrapped, all eyes are now turned to his wife and co-defendant, Angelia Smith, who faces the same charges Johnson was convicted of this afternoon. Now, as of now, her trial date has not yet been set, but first, a CPS case for the custody of Johnson and Smith's surviving children is coming first, which is set for...
Oh my goodness, this whole thing has just been so tragic from the very beginning. Josh, thank you very much for that live coverage.